So this is the back of the Caddy. You open it up, both doors come out this way. It's actually not a bad setup. I like the fact that you can actually open it a little bit more, because if you're loading something, just really good for that. Another one here, you pop that one out and opens out completely. It's not too spacious. So I'll just get the measuring tape out. So to close the door, it's about 1700 there. But that's not the whole way. I mean, that's the middle. But then you go to the side, it's about 16.5. So really you can get about 16.5 in. Width is about... Width is about 1200 wide. I put my own mat in because at the time when I bought the vehicle, they just didn't have a mat, so I just created my own. Not a huge amount of stuff to hang off. I mean, you've got a heap of holes here, so heaps of places to sort of, I guess, put some hockey straps through. Got some nice LED lights in here. But look, it's pretty small. You really only want to be using this around town. It's not good for well, we do gardening, so it's not good for gardening. It's too short for gardening, too small for gardening. The height isn't too bad. I mean, we'll go from the sides again. I mean, of course, they never make it easy. The height's about 1100, so that's from the smallest point. So really, you could probably get a small pallet in here, but not a huge amount of space. You can get technical reviews if you want to go on to more technical people. I'm really just telling you about the experience that I've had with the van. The experience I've had with the van is, in all honesty, the back bit, as I said, not a major issue, but the driving of the van is absolutely shocking. To say the least, it is one of the worst things I've had. Or one of the, I guess, worst vehicles I've had. So yeah, here's the inside of the front. Now, sorry, it's not clean. It's a review in the sense that the vehicle's actually been used. As I said, I've used it for about a year. Here's the upper area, if you can see that. I'm not sure if you can see that actually. There's the upper area. It's really, it's not much in there. It actually looks just blacked. But that's the upper area. A few stains on the seat already. Although you can just steam clean that out and it's all good. It's got a full cargo barrier, which is good, and you've got some hooks up here, which you can hang things off. I say hang things, I mean, I've never used it for hanging. Got good door jams. I mean, you could fit a really good sized bottle in there. Let's see, what do I have? Got a hammer. Here we are, a hammer. See, we've got a hammer here. Easily fit the hammer in. People love looking at the door jams and seeing how much you can actually fit in there, so I've decided to use a hammer. It's the only thing I had on hand at the time. Look, you've got a heap of sort of stuff at the top there, but in all honesty, you're probably not going to use it much because whatever goes up there, you're going to really have like the sun when it hits the window. You're going to just see it in the window. So, in all honesty, I wouldn't particularly use it. I'll show you the engine bay shortly. It's bloody car locks in here. Where's the lever? The lever's on this side. Of course. Down to your side to European vehicles. The lever's on the left. Anyway, this is one really bad sense of this car. So this is a key, right? But not only do you have the key as a sort of like this, you can't change the battery. Well, you might be able to change the battery, but from day one, it has been the shittest key for unlocking and locking. Literally, you have to be about a meter away from the car, or you just can't lock the thing. Anyway, down here, you might be able to see it. You can see a key with like a Bluetooth thing, or not a Bluetooth, but like a Wi-Fi thing. That's actually to charge your key. Now, I'm not entirely sure if it works or not, because it never tells you if it works or not. But supposedly you put that in there and the car, the key charges. But anyway, I think it's one of the worst ideas a car company has come up with. Anyway, so in here, as you can see, it's a little bit dirty. Got a little bit of space here, a little bit of space down here. Really not a huge amount. I haven't really had anything down here. Actually, what is that? It's a hat. I'm selling the vehicle, so I actually need to remove everything out of here. Oh, there's another jacket. No, nothing else down here. Oh, there is something down here, though. Oh, there's a bag. Chances of a bag down there, huh? Probably have to look at it later. Anyway, so I'll start the vehicle. I'll get it to setting things. It says it needs an oil change because I haven't done an oil change yet. God, it is dirty in here, isn't it? So what do we have? We have a smelly thing that no one gives a shit about. So we have the indicators, or hazards I should say. It flashes if you have them on. Of course, you have those flashing lights there as well and everything like that. Then the car's not on, that's why the engine light's on. It's just on accessories. Then you've got this assist button. So it's like a touch thing rather than anything like that. This is the screen here. It's sort of the brightness of things. It goes into the radio. Drive alert system, pretty much. I don't know why it says coffee thing. Then you got like how close you want it and whatnot. To be honest, in a Caddy, you want it extremely close because it's still about, if you're in a car and look, by law, you're supposed to be 5 seconds behind, but if you're actually 5 seconds behind in Melbourne, about 6 cars will go in front of you, especially at 100 k's an hour. Anyway, long story short, this car's adaptive cruise control needs a lot of work. It's not set up for Australian or at least Victorian driving, possibly Sydney driving as well. Then you got these, all this shit, which really means nothing. Well, it probably means a lot, but most people aren't ever going to use it. Now, if you ever do want to turn off the start-stop system, you need to go into a clock. And then that's where you turn your start-stop system off, and then you go into that. In all honesty, it is one of the worst systems I've ever heard of. Until daylight savings came on, I didn't realise that you could turn it off over here, because there's no button. There's no button anywhere to show. There's literally no button to turn the start-stop off, other than into the radio. It is really one of the worst things I've ever seen. In all honesty, all this computerized stuff in the radio, I think, is a really, really bad thing. I mean, at least you got a volume thing here, but and a tuner here. Well, it's supposed to be a tuner. But in all honesty, it's not good. It does have Apple CarPlay. I'm guessing it has Android Auto, but that's radio. Radio's, in my opinion, one of the shittest things. Oh, here we are. You got menu as well. So you got menu, you got park assist or park distance control thing. It doesn't really do anything. Your aircon is in here as well. Again, I just don't like it. I don't like the fact you have to go in, and half the time you can't move it. Like it goes back to the same place as you had it. So it's not a good setup. Along here again, it's sort of whatever. Also, the vents in this car are sort of downwards, so they're not really anywhere near your face level. You have to point them up, and yeah, it's personally, I don't think the air vents are that good. Anyway, comes the steering wheel. This van has the obviously the adaptive cruise control and all those safety features, where the standard van doesn't actually have that. So that's just one thing to know or take note. Anyway, you got this bit. It's just telling me that the two doors are open and the bonnet's open. Over here, you got the adaptive. You can turn it to adaptive cruise control off and on. That's where you can see the kilometerage over there, and then you can put the adaptive cruise control on. You can put this on. Obviously, you can't do it at the moment because we're not moving. Then you got sound. You got the adaptive cruise control down, up, left, right. Now everyone likes a little video of the engine bay. There's literally, you go see one of those experts that do the actually look up of these vehicles, but in all honesty, I'm just doing a review on a year of actually owning this vehicle. As you can see, guys, this is sort of the distance that you are sort of sitting behind a car. That's the shortest distance you can get when you're on the adaptive cruise control. I mean, in all honesty, you could fit probably 3 or 4 cars in there. It's a lot of distance for a van like this. It's all the radio setup, and yeah, it shows you a little bit of stuff, and I've got it currently so you can check out what song you've got on and whatnot. So that's why it says device is not connected, and then you've got drive and whatnot. You can change the system up. It allows you to do that with this section over here. You can have temperature on the outside. You can have the speedo where the D is, or the device is not connected area. You can actually have quite a lot in there, but I prefer the drive and what music's playing. So, and then normally what I put up on here is the maps. So that's what I do. Anyway, that's sort of how this drives. Thanks for watching, guys. John from John Stone's Cars. Please like, subscribe, and comment. See you next time. Cheers.